What if all your favorite add-ons in World of Warcraft suddenly stopped working? Imagine logging into the raid with no DBM timers, no weak aura alerts, not even a damage meter on your screen. For the most of us, this sounds unthinkable. But in a recent announcement, Blizzard revealed plans to limit or even remove certain add-ons from WoW's future, fundamentally changing how we play the game. As someone who's been playing WoW since the mid-2000s, and now seeing my son take his first steps into Azeroth, I have a lot of thoughts on this change. Is this the end of an era for WoW add-ons, or a new beginning for fair play? Let's dive in. I still remember my first add-on, the classic Recount damage meter. It opened up a whole new world of min-maxing and improvement. Over the years, my UI has become a mosaic of third-party mods with quest helpers, boss timers, inventory managers, you name it. And now, seeing my son navigate WoW for the first time, I'm realizing that even though Blizzard has improved the default UI, the learning curve is definitely still there. Add-ons, for better or for worse, have become part of that complexity. They're powerful tools, but also crutches that we lean on to bridge that gap. Blizzard's latest decision suggests they think it is time to peel back our reliance on these crutches. And honestly, I think they have a point. So, what exactly is Blizzard talking about? In a recent interview, game director Ian Hazzikostas explained that at some point soon, WoW will stop allowing add-ons to read combat events. In plain terms, this means that many popular combat add-ons would simply stop working. Think about it. Damage meters, boss mods like DBM or bigwigs, and those intricate weak auras we've come to rely on, all effectively disabled if they cannot access combat data. It's a massive change to how we experience the game's challenges. Ian even admitted that for some classes or encounters, add-ons are almost required to play at a high level, because the default UI just doesn't show enough. And that's exactly the problem Blizzard wants to fix. They're not doing this overnight, and it won't hit in the next couple of patches. But the message is clear. Blizzard wants to take back control of the game's difficulty and accessibility. And they're working on in-game tools to fill those gaps, so that eventually we won't feel forced to rely on add-ons just to keep up. If you're enjoying this analysis so far, consider hitting that subscribe button. I would like to cover more WoW topics like this in due time, and I would love to hear your thoughts on whether you think Blizzard is right or if you see it as a step too far. Now, this move might sound harsh, but Blizzard's reasoning actually makes sense. Over the years, add-ons have created a kind of arms race between players and developers. Boss fights have become more and more complex, not just because Blizzard loved soft mechanics, but because add-ons trivialize those mechanics. Players rely on scripts that warn them exactly when to move, when to use a cooldown, or when to dodge a mechanic. I've seen it firsthand in Mythic Plus and raids. Some players are so focused on bars and timers that they don't even watch the boss's animations anymore. They're just following an add-on. It's like playing a different game entirely. Ian summed it up perfectly. Players say a fight is too simple, but there are 4 or 5 mechanics going on at the same time. Add-ons just do the work for you, and that's not how the game was meant to be played. Blizzard wants to bring back some of those organic challenges where you actually watch the boss, read the animations, and learn the fight yourself. Don't get me wrong, I love add-ons. They've been a huge part of my gameplay for years. As a tank or healer, they're lifesavers. For example, weak auras that show the exact value of a demonic tyrant or a warrior ignore pain shield give players like me a huge advantage. And if you don't have those, you're basically playing in the dark compared to someone who does. But that's exactly Blizzard's point. These add-ons create a gap between those who have them and those who don't. It's not just about convenience anymore, it's about fairness and accessibility. My son, just starting out, doesn't have the time or knowledge to set up those perfect weak auras. More importantly, Blizzard isn't just removing these tools and leaving us hanging. They are working on new built-in features to cover those same needs, with better UI customization, rotation helpers, and more detailed alerts. Their promise is to bring these tools into the base game so that every player has the same access, and add-ons become a true optional bonus again. Not a requirement, just to keep up with the pack. As a veteran player, I am actually excited to see what this change will bring. I love to go back to focusing on bosses' movements and animations and not just watching bars and timers. And as a dad, I want my son to experience the game in a way that feels fair and fun without needing a laundry list of add-ons just to start. Of course, there will be challenges, and players like me who've relied on these tools for years will need to adjust. But if Blizzard can find the balance, preserving the fun of add-ons while ensuring the game itself is enough, I think this could be a great step forward for WoW and anyone jumping into the game for the first time. Now, what about you? Do you think Blizzard is making the right call, or do you worry about losing the comfort of your add-ons? Let me know in the comments below, because I would love to hear your perspective. For now, I would like to thank you for watching, and you'll see me in the next video.